LPBW's Zach and Tori Roloff send a clear message about Matt's farm decision. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Little people, big world stars Zach and Tori Roloff sent a clear message about his dad Matt's decision to relist Roloff Farms for sale. In a June 19 episode of their Raising Heights podcast, the former TLC stars opened up about Matt trying to offload a portion of the farm in Helvetia after declining to sell it to his adult children. In a June 19 episode of their Raising Heights podcast, the former TLC stars opened up about Matt trying to offload a portion of the farm in Helvetia after declining to sell it to his adult children. Toward the end of the sit-down, Zach and Tori answered a question from fans about whether they've been back to the farm after negotiations to purchase the property fell through. "I think it was at Matteo's birthday thing," Zach said of the last time his family was there for his nephew's December celebration. "And before that, it was probably Matteo's birthday the previous year. The farm is definitely not a place that we seek out," Tori admitted. "We try to avoid it, honestly, at this point." That's when Zach addressed both the sale of Roloff Farms and the ongoing rift between him and Matt. "I was really hoping the farm would sell, honestly, like quick," he shared, "because then now it's kind of been dragged out. But then there's other dynamics too that have just changed that it's like, there's just no reason to go there." Zach elaborated, "It brings up a lot of resentment and old feelings. This bubble has been popped, and now it's very difficult to see it. It's a cool space. It would be awesome for our kids to be there, but now it's unrealistic." He added, "We'll go over there for birthday parties, but that's about it." In 2021, Zach and Tori moved their family to Battleground, Wash, after talks to purchase the Roloff Farms broke down between Zach's father. They live there with their 3 kids, Jackson, 8, Lila, 5, and Josia, 3. Little People, Big World has long been a beloved reality television series that showcases the unique dynamics of the Roloff family. At the center of the show are the everyday challenges and triumphs of family life, compounded by the complexities of living with dwarfism and managing a sprawling farm in Oregon. Over the years, audiences have grown especially attached to Zach and Tori Roloff, whose love story and growing family have been a central narrative. Recently, tensions within the Roloff family have reached a boiling point centered primarily around Matt Roloff's controversial decisions regarding the family farm. Now Zach and Tori are making their feelings known in a very public way, and fans are taking notice. This article explores how Zach and Tori have responded to Matt's actions, what it means for the family's future, and medieval castle. The farm became synonymous with the Roloff's brand. For the Roloff children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, the farm was home. However, as they grew older, priorities shifted. While Jeremy and his wife Audrey expressed interest in owning a portion of the farm, and Zach also discussed continuing the family legacy with his wife Tori, these ambitions were met with hurdles and eventually heartbreak. In 2022, Matt stunned fans and family alike by listing a significant portion of the farm for sale at $4 million. This move blindsided Zach and Jeremy, who had previously expressed interest in buying the property. Matt's explanation centered around business logic. He claimed he wanted to start fresh and that negotiations with his sons didn't go as hoped. Yet the emotional fallout was immense. Fans were especially surprised by Matt's decision because both Zach and Jeremy had grown up on the farm and had spoken about raising their own children there. Selling to an outsider rather than keeping the farm and the family sparked outrage among viewers, who felt the farm represented the heart of the show and the family legacy. Zach Roloff didn't mince words when the news broke. In a public social media post, he called his father's narrative extremely misleading and accused him of manipulating the family dynamic. Zach emphasized that Matt's version of events painted his children unfairly and refused to take accountability for the strained relationships. Tori, typically more reserved on public platforms, supported Zach quietly at first. However, it soon became clear that she stood firmly by her husband's side. Their joint silence on family celebrations hosted at the farm and their absence from major Roloff events spoke volumes. One of the most telling decisions Zach and Tori made was relocating to Battleground, Washington, shortly after the fallout. The move signaled a significant shift, not just geographically but emotionally. They left behind their Oregon roots and Roloff farms, essentially carving out a new chapter away from family conflict. In interviews and social media posts, Zach and Tori described the move as being in the best interest of their children. They talked about the need for space, a fresh start, and fewer distractions. However, fans interpreted this decision as a subtle but powerful rebuke of Matt's actions. In choosing to leave, they seemed to be saying, "We're not part of this anymore." Since the farm dispute, Zach and Tori have noticeably refrained from participating in events at Roloff farms, especially the annual pumpkin season, which had previously been a major family affair and a highlight on LPBW. Their absence has not gone unnoticed by fans. Rather than lashing out further in interviews or social media, the couple has opted for a more calculated form of communication: public silence. When asked about the farm, they've often responded with vague or short answers. This silence has proven louder than words. It suggests a desire to distance themselves from the drama while simultaneously signaling their disapproval. While the rift with Matt and the farm has caused visible pain, Zach and Tori have chosen to focus their energy on building something new. Their home in Washington is nestled in a quiet community where they are raising their 3 children: Jackson, Layla, and Josiah. Especially since Matt hinted in a recent update that the series may be coming to an end. Zach and Tori have previously stated that they are no longer filming full-time, and if they opt out entirely, many wonder if the show could survive without them. Their absence would not just be a loss of familiar faces, but a loss of emotional core. The young family has brought humor, tenderness, and relatability to the show. Their journey from dating, marriage, and parenthood has captivated audiences. Without them, LPBW risks losing its soul. More recently, Zach and Tori posted a family video on Instagram showcasing a fun-filled day in their Washington home. While seemingly innocuous, the video captured what looked like a perfect moment: laughter, dancing, and their children playing in the backyard. In the background, a sign read, "Home is not a place, it's a feeling." For many fans, the message couldn't be clearer. This wasn't just a family moment, it was a declaration of independence. Without referencing the farm or the show, Zach and Tori managed to underline that they found peace away from the turmoil of Roloff farms. Caught between the rift is matriarch Amy Roloff. Since her divorce from Matt, Amy has remarried and moved off the farm, but she still maintains a connection with her children and occasionally appears on the show. While she has not taken a public stance siding with Zach or Matt, she's made it known that she was surprised by Matt's decision to list the farm and believes more could have been done to keep it in the family. Amy's relationship with Zach and Tori remains strong, and she frequently visits their home to spend time with her grandchildren. Her continued presence in their lives further illustrates that Zach and Tori have not isolated themselves from the family entirely, but have drawn a line where they believe it's healthiest. Fans have held out hope that someday fences could be mended between Zach and Matt. However, the emotional wounds appear deep. With each public statement or silence, the chasm widens. That said, time has a way of healing even the most entrenched family disputes. Zach has occasionally left the door open in interviews, suggesting that while things are strained, he believes in working through things eventually. Tori, too, has shown glimpses of compassion, especially when it comes to ensuring their children know their grandparents. Should Matt ever acknowledge his role in the family breakdown more publicly or make a move to reconcile, the possibility remains. But for now, Zach and Tori seem content with the distance. Zach and Tori Roloff have sent a message loud and clear regarding Matt's controversial decision to sell off parts of Roloff farms, and they didn't need to shout. Through a combination of actions, strategic silence, and public posture, the couple has made it known that they don't support the direction Matt has chosen. Their move to Washington, absence from farm events, and emphasis on their own growing family speak volumes. In many ways, Zach and Tori are writing their own narrative, a story no longer defined by the farm, but by faith, family, and forging new paths. And while the Little People, Big World saga continues to unfold, one thing is certain: Zach and Tori are no longer looking back. They've made peace with the past and are focusing on a future built on love, unity, and perhaps most importantly, boundaries.